Hello, everybody, and welcome to Swampy Comics. I'm Swampy, and on this video, we'll be doing the new comic poll previews for this week of what is it now? November. Yeah, November 5th, 2025. So let's just jump right into it. First up, we got Absolute Green Lantern, number 8. This is by writer Al Ewing, art by Janoi Lindsay. And a brand new story starts here, as they say on the cover. We kind of got the setup with Joe getting her strange green powers and her rescuing Hal from being, overtaken by the Black Hand. And we got Hector Hammond on the chase looking for her. We had the introduction of Simon Baz last issue. I mean, yeah, this series really started off pretty slow with a little bit of a crawl, but it's really picking up, and I'm really excited to check this out. I can't wait to see where we go from here. Um, the Black Star Planet and this in the absolute version, Mogo, is on its way, and along with Sinestro and Kilowog, I'm just I so many questions um, this series brings up with its story, and I can't wait to get more of them answered. So yeah, Al Ewing continuing to kill it, I'm sure, with this issue. Super, super, super hyped. And speaking of super, our next issue is Absolute Superman. It's by writer Jason Aaron with art by Rafa Sandoval and colors by Ulysses Ariola. And war has come to Kansas. Superman has come back, or we'll call him Cal, because that's kind of how he's more referred to at this point in the story. Old Cal has come back to Kansas to regroup after escaping the clutches of Brainiac, and Brainiac and Lazarus Corp trying to twist him into the son of Ra's al Ghul. And I'm just expecting hardcore action with this one. Yeah, I mean, at the end of issue 12, we had this really cool page seeing all the weird tank helicopters and these like mechs coming into Smallville to take out Cal. And I have a feeling it's not going to go too well for the army of Lazarus Corp. Yeah, this should be totally badass. I'm super hyped for this. Absolute Superman number 13 is a must read this week. It's gonna pop off. I have a feeling it's just gonna pop off. But next up, we got Amazing X-Men number 2, part of the Age of Revelation event. This is by writer Jed McKay with art by Mahmoud Asrar, colors by Matt Wilson, and letters by Clayton Cowles. And we kind of have our heroes at the mercy of the Dark Child magic, in this X years in the future storyline. And gotta be honest with you, I think this is one of the only. I mean, I'm gonna stick with a couple of these Age of Revelation books, but this is one of the only ones that really impressed me, and I have a plan to continue on with mainline X Men after this. So I'm gonna continue on with this because I did really like the first issue. I thought it was the best part of Age of Revelation outside of the World of Revelation one shot. But yeah, I don't know what to say about this one. I kind of wish we were maybe getting a year of this to really flesh things out and let us care for more than 3 issues, but we'll see how things go after it wraps up. That'll be the true verdict on the Age of Revelation, what carries over and what was forgotten about, and all that. So yeah, we'll see. But finally, heading out of the A's for our next comic, we got Batman number 3. This is by writer Matt Fraction with arts and letters by Jorge Jimenez and colors by Tamu Mori with letters by Clayton Cowles. And in this, we are getting the introduction of, Jorge Jimenez's take on the Riddler. And I'm pretty stoked. The Riddler is one of those Batman villains that I personally really like. Part of it is definitely it's a combination of the Adam West TV show and watching Jim Carrey do Riddler and Batman Forever. But he's always this weird character that's, it's hard to. He's a tough nut to crack to make him seem effective or good when you have much more diabolical Batman villains, like Mr. Freeze or Bane, and then for the crazy side you got Joker. I mean, who's gonna take the crown there? So I'm really excited to see what Fraction does with the Riddler. Yeah, should be interesting. I mean, the first two issues were absolute fire, and I just don't see how yeah, this is gonna disappoint in any way, shape, or form. So Batman #3, looking good. Speaking of Batman, let's keep on going. We got DCKO Knightfight #1. Next up, a DCKO tie-in written by Joshua Williamson with art by Dan Mora and colors by Triona Farrell with letters by Tom Napolitano. As we saw in DCKO #1, Batman was eliminated right away in the tournament, seemingly because he was trying to help Superman get his head in the game, and you're not allowed to do that. Or maybe he was cheating on another level. I heard some alluding to. We'll see. But yeah, this will be cool. DCKO is just such a weird and crazy fun event. I can't wait to see what we do with this. Batman fighting a bunch of future versions of the Robins as Batman should be pretty interesting. And I love the little nod at Star Trek, because what melee weapon would Batman fight with? Of course, a batleth. That's totally awesome. I'm not the first to say or notice it, but I love it. I love it. Love it. This should be pretty fun. How many issues are we doing with this one? I think it's 3. Yeah, we're doing 3 of these. So yeah, should be pretty interesting. I wonder who we're going to be up against here first. We'll see. Next up, we got G.I. Joe #13. G.I. Joe is entering my stack. I haven't bought a G.I. Joe comic since like 2002, so this will be pretty cool. Written by Joshua Williamson with art by Tom Riley and colors by Jordi Belair. We're starting a new storyline here, the Dreadnought War, part 1 of 5, and so I figured perfect time to try to jump in on something that used to be one of my favorite comic reads. Like that 2002 run, I loved a lot of, and I still have it, and I think it's pretty decent. And by all means, this Energon universe is, firing on all cylinders. Now that Dan Mora is drawing Transformers, I've kind of been tempted to pick that up, but I've always been much more of a Joe guy, so I'm hopping over here first. And I have no idea what to expect. I'm wondering why Duke is rolling around with Cobra Commander, but I'm sure those questions will be answered in due time as soon as I start reading the series. So yeah, interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. And excited to pick it up. Speaking of new titles to my stack, we got a new title altogether, Harley and Ivy, Life and Crimes #1. This is by writer, art, and artist Erica Henderson. Yeah, I just kind of wanted something a little more light in my stack. I've been reading through the G. Willow Wilson Poison Ivy run through the DC Universe app, and I really like it a lot, and I'm kind of becoming a Poison Ivy fan. So I want to learn more about her, and I want to see more of her, and you know, even if it's in a cutesy way, hanging out with Harley and falling in love. Yeah, this should be fun. I I'm what I'm expecting is what I'm sure I will get. This will be cute and fun in all the right ways, I hope. But next up, we got another new book entering my stack at a #13. JSA #13. This is by writer Jeff Lemire with art by Gavin Goudry. And this is entitled, subtitled JSA Year 1, Chapter 1. And so what better way to hop in on one of the oldest superhero teams ever than with this story arc that's going to start telling their origin, or at least maybe not necessarily origin, just a lot of what they were going through when they first formed. And I'm not like I have a really strong passing familiarity with the JSA, but I've never read a JSA comic. They're always characters that when they pop up, I'm always like, oh hell yeah, yeah, all right, oh Wesley Dodds Sandman, oh yeah, oh Jake Eric, that's tight, yeah, cool, cool, cool. But I don't have a lot of familiarity. I don't know what Hour Man. I'm pretty sure that's Hour Man on the cover there, right? But I don't know what Hour Man does, so I can't wait to find out. Yeah, JSA Year One. This will be good for, hopefully good for a new reader like myself, and it's nice to see Gavin Goodry getting more interior work. Next up, we got Planet She-Hulk #1. This is by writer Stephanie Phillips with art by Aaron Cooter, colors by Sonia Obach, and letters by Joe Caramagna. Coming on the heels of the whole Imperial event that's been going on. A big old event that I haven't been reading, but what I understand is pretty fun and setting up kind of the status quo for Marvel space cosmic stuff for the next little while. I figured this is a great place to jump in. I'm kind of regretting not jumping in an Imperial early on because that really seems like my type of sci-fi comic book superhero stuff. But yeah, it'll be exciting to see an old retread on Planet Hulk. We'll see how Jennifer does with it. And yeah, I'm just excited to jump in on space Marvel stuff. I love it, and got my eye on the horizon. Looking for more. That Nova series. Keep eyeing it. I might jump in on that too. And then whatever the next iteration of Guardians of the Galaxy is, yeah. So yeah, this is right up my alley. I'm super hyped to read this. I'm way hyped to read this actually. So should be a good one. And last but definitely not least, we got Star Trek Redshirts. This is by writer Christopher Cantwell with art by Megan Levins and letters by Jody Troutman. And in issue 4 here, we have our group of red shirt spies captured by Klingons. And yeah, this series is so badass. This is the surprise of the year for me. I'm looking forward to this book every month. It's a lot of fun. It's brutal in all the right ways without being sensationalistic or edgy. Um, it's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. The story is super cool and weird and unpredictable. There's characters that we met that I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna be with this guy and this girl and this guy probably for a long time. Nope, no, they're dead. They're dead. And yeah, it's just living up to the premise, and the environment is just they're killing it. It feels like original series without like looking like crap, and it's just so good. Yeah, I'm really, really, really excited for this, and I really hope this, looks like issue 5 might be our last issue, so this is the penultimate one. I really hope this is successful enough to keep going because this concept is really cool and I think it really works. And I'm going to be sad to see it go if it doesn't come back again because this is Star Trek comics done totally right. And I have a feeling that even if you're not a Star Trek fan, that if you just like actiony space comics, I mean this is killing it. This is great. So anyway, that's the stack this week. Please give a like and a subscribe if you enjoyed the video today. Leave a comment below. I always love talking. I'll try to get back or at least give you a thumbs up and a heart on your comments as long as you're nice. And you can disagree with me and be nice at the same time. It's totally allowed. Disagreeing with me isn't default a mean thing. But anyway, thanks for watching. We'll be back later in the week with the Guy Gardner tier list where I'll be ranking all these books. But until then, thanks for watching and keep reading. I can't see my record button. There it is. Bye.